Crohn's disease was recognized in 1932. So we're going on a century of knowing that this is a disease that most often strikes people in their prime, childhood or young adults, and yet we don't know what causes it. We also see that Crohn's is rising rapidly in this generation in parts of the world where it had been really rare. It's telling us that there is something in the environment that is, or things that are triggering Crohn's in susceptible people.
So the exposome is a collection of all the biologicals and chemicals in the air that you wind up breathing and getting inside you. And we know that Crohn's disease is influenced by the environment, but we don't know exactly how. And so what we think is that by measuring the exposome, we'll be able to see what biologicals or chemicals or both contribute to flare-ups in Crohn's disease and possibly even the onset of Crohn's disease.
So there are lots of epidemiological studies showing air pollution, lifestyle, and even altitude is affecting Crohn's, but we're not really able to pin down those exposures and how they actually affect Crohn's disease. So to me, finding out what exposures are correlated with the progress or the flares of Crohn's is very exciting.
The exposome's been studied at a very crude level. People put monitors in neighborhoods, cities, sometimes even states to try and measure what's going on. But we think it's important to measure the exposome at the personal level to see exactly what you're getting exposed to. And so we built these exposometers. There's one here that lets you see exactly what you're getting exposed to. Some of the things we've learned, for example, are plastics are everywhere. Certain carcinogens are everywhere. Certain pollens are everywhere. But their amount varies quite a bit from location to location. And in fact, location turns out to be the number one driver of what you're exposed to.
So the Crohn's exposome study is going to run in interested participants for 6 to 12 months. And we will ask people to carry the exposometer around with them without changing the things that they do. In addition, people will be given a biometric watch. And this will allow us to characterize all kinds of different bodily functions. We will ask folks to do a pinprick so that we can get a very small blood sample once a month and look at different markers that might suggest inflammation. And we'll also look at the intestinal microbiome with a stool sample. At the end of the participation, people will actually be able to get their data back and really see what in the environment is coming at them.
In the case of Crohn's, I hope we can avoid the chemicals and biologicals that might actually be contributing to the onset of the disease. And certainly for those who have chronic disease now, we'd hope to be able to limit those things that contribute to their flare-ups. So I think by measuring the exposome very precisely, we can much better manage people's health.
I feel like we're pioneers in a kind of exciting way. We're going to figure this out as we go forward together with the hopes of really developing a new kind of understanding of what may trigger Crohn's disease. It's early, but it's the kind of work that really can change things.